Hi, Jen Raven here,
What's up, Jen? It's Dan.
and today we'll be debating whether or not cyber attacks are a just cause for war.
Mm-hmm.
I'm against and he is for.
Right.
But before we do so, we must first tell you what a cyber attack is. To make a long story short, a cyber attack is a attack from one party to another through the internet, basically.
Right.
With that being said, I don't think that's a just cause for war because most cyber attacks aren't meant to harm people or they don't physically harm the person. With that, so if you're not being physically harmed, why are you gonna go and attack someone else? Maybe they just sent a virus or something. They didn't kill you. I don't. What? It doesn't make sense.
And that's where I have to oppose because a cyber attack can be, if directed in the right position, can be very detrimental to the life of people. Say it's towards the bank and that bank fails, and people who have invested in that bank lose money. Now they go into poverty. They can't eat. They can't provide medicine for their family, and a lot of people die. Almost about the same number that would die as if they were troops on the ground shooting other people of another nation or another country, so to say.
I disagree. I feel like if it ever got that bad, our country would not fall into poverty. If it's just one bank, unless it's like the head bank, which there are multiple banks that exist. I feel like there are always ways around it to find a solution. Just because someone attacked a mass bank does not mean that we're going to just all of a sudden become a third world country.
Well, but that's the thing. Like I said, if it's pointed in the right direction, that one bank doesn't have to be the only target. It could be all of the banks in our nation, all the major and minor, and that will almost instantly deplete just about every major resource we have. We'd have to start over our currency system. We'd have to trade with other countries with things that we have. Our value for everything we know and love currently today would instantly go down. And that's almost the post-war effect of normal troops going in and out from war.
Okay, but once again, excuse me, I apologize.
Jen, I am so sorry.
Okay, come on, we're gonna keep going.
Okay.
Okay, but once again, the United States, in my opinion, would not fall into poverty because we have so many allies.
Mm-hmm.
So we are one of the most advanced countries.
Right.
We are very strong. We have so many people behind us to the point that we won't fail. Just because our major banks are targeted, I mean, ethically that would be a cause for war, but lawfully, which is where I'm coming from, it's not just. Why kill someone because they took your money away, which you can earn?
So basically, what you're saying is we're gonna retaliate more than react and actually get down to the basis of why it happened, the reason behind it, who did it, and not act like Neanderthals and just bomb a random country, hoping that it solves the problem. With that in mind, of course, but ethically and through other reasons, that's not just at all. Like that wouldn't be justified at the end of the war, like the bombing of Hiroshima. Of course, that wasn't just, but it's been justified because of the fact that we won the war and we're here today.
Okay, so what you're saying is cyber attacks aren't a just cause for war. End of discussion. We came to an agreement.
No, no. All right, she got me. She got me.
Okay. Just because you attack a major bank, that does not mean once again that we're going to fall into poverty. This happened before. A few years back, we attacked a bank. They attacked a bank supposedly, and a lot of houses went into forced closure, and a lot of people lost their houses. But it was more behind that. As you can see, people still got through that. People still made it through. I can speak from my own personal experience that people still got through that. There's always a way through the cyber attack. Just because you take our money does not mean we have to kill you.
Okay, but as you said, it happened before, and it was a time and place in history that people will remember forever because it was the first thing ever like it, and it was not an easy time for us. Now, say it was every bank. Anything that had anything to do with the bank instantly shut down, all records gone. Our government runs on a currency system. Everything is related back to the dollar. If we do not have the dollar, the worth and value of everything we have instantly decreases or is no longer of value. Therefore, our government will fail. We will go back to being a third world country, and things won't be so good anymore.
I have a question.
Okay.
What's the third world country?
Everything everyone was once a world war country. Oh, wait, a third world country. There we go.
I don't recall us being a third world country.
We came from cavemen. Oh my god.
Okay, let's not discuss that. Anyways,
Okay.
back to the subject. I mean, we have backup documents and everything, and we have a lot of allies.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said earlier.
Remember, I said anything that has anything to do with the bank. So backup history, all of that is gone. Completely gone.
But we have hard copies of everything. Everything
Okay.
is not on the internet.
Okay, so you think those hard
There
copies?
are, yes, and there are other solutions. There are other things we can do. Instead of attacking them, we can cut the internet route. Or we can send viruses to them rather than physically harming these people. It's not a just cause for war. It does not mean we have to harm innocent citizens because of someone. You don't even know if it's a group of people or just one person. Because most cyber attacks are just 1-2 people.
Okay, so say
So
that
why-
cyber attack that was sent to us, we send another cyber attack, and they say, hey, okay, our first message was sent to them saying that we don't like something you're doing. Now we're reacting and responding to that message, and we engage in war, and they decide the cyber attack was only a pre-war request, and now the real war is to happen because we responded.
No, we're not gonna respond. That's what I'm saying. There's no point to respond. You don't know who sent this. Why harm a whole country in which it came from because of one person?
Okay, now I'm not going to say that we're going to just go blow up some country because we don't know who. Of course, we're going to find out who, where, the reason behind the cause, and react in an ethical way. Simply because that's the right thing to do. We're Americans. That's how we roll, you know?
No, but remember this. We're not going to be acting out of anger. We're going to want to be more reactionary, and we're not going to want to plan as much. So we might just attack,
Okay, so basically
which
you're
will cause
saying...
more problems.